So in this video, I'm going to be trying something a little different. I'm going to be doing some commentary, and I'm just going to be reflecting on the match, how I played, how my opponent played, and what I can improve on. Also, make sure to leave a comment letting me know whether you like the commentary or not, and also let me know whether I should keep doing the full match videos or whether I should do highlights instead. So going into this match, I definitely had a bit more confidence since I'd won my previous 3 high school matches. So I definitely wanted to go in with a game plan of playing a bit more aggressive than normal. I knew since this opponent was a bit better than me, I really had to be on my game to be able to keep up the entire time. So yeah, we start off pretty strong here. We hold serve pretty easily and end off the game with a pretty nice winner. Now we go up 30-love in this game after playing 2 pretty good points, and now we just have to try and break his serve. Pretty good point by my opponent there. I really have to keep the ball deeper since I don't want my opponent to hit any winners at the net. So far in this match, I think that I'm serving pretty well, and I think I'm doing a decent job at staying pretty consistent from the baseline. However, since my opponent is moving me around a lot, it's making it difficult for me to play aggressive. Now, I do go down a break. However, I still am confident in my game and my consistency. Now, after playing some pretty long points, I do end up breaking my opponent back, and now we're back on serve.
So far in this match, I can tell that this is going to be a pretty tiring match, since my opponent is more of a consistency kind of player, and he's moving me around a ton right now, and I really just have to stay on my game and pace myself for the rest of the match.
So at this point in the match, I have noticed that my opponent is missing some easier shots. So I'm trying to stay really solid from the baseline and hit with some heavier topspin. Really bad miss from us. Like, I really should have made that shot. And there is some frustration, but it's still 30-all, and I can still hold serve. Now my opponent has break point after playing a very good point. Now I do save the break point by hitting a very good backhand winner. So far I've been pretty happy with how I'm playing, and especially in that point I was definitely staying very consistent. I kept getting the balls deeper, and I ended up grinding him out until I managed to have my own opportunity in which I took full advantage. Now we finally have game point after hitting a pretty good forehand winner. So far my forehand has been feeling good, but my backhand especially has been feeling very good.
another game point opportunity after playing a pretty aggressive game at the net. We do go up 30-love on my opponent's serve, which is a huge opportunity to get a second break. Now, I really have to keep playing consistent if I want to capitalize. That was probably one of the longest points of the match, and sadly I don't win it. However, my opponent did play a very good point, but I do go up a break point. I get the break, and now I just have to hold serve to see if I can go up 5-2. Now, I double fault at 30-love. I'm definitely starting to feel a little nervous here. That point, I really should have done more at the net. My backhand volley didn't really move my opponent around at all, and it kind of just gave him an easy backhand winner. I go down break point, and let's see if I can still hold serve.
After losing that game point, I definitely feel the nerves a bit more. This is something I really need to work on. I really need to keep a level head during the entire match, and I can't let a couple points affect me mentally.
Yeah! What?
Now that was a pretty bad miss by me, and I'm really only hitting second serves right now as the nerves, as I said before, are really getting to me. And yeah. I mean, we're still up 4-3, but there is definitely a momentum switch that I felt during the match. I'm still trying to stay as consistent as I can, but especially like that forehand, I'm going for a bit too much now. And yeah.
Yes!
King of punches in the zone now. James, how did you think it was
So my opponent was super locked in that game and ended up playing one of the best games in the match so far. And we now are tied 4-all. Let's see if I can hold serve.
There you go, Kyle.
I'm continuing to move him around a lot with my forehand and backhand. However, my opponent definitely has become more consistent as the match has gone on. I go down 30 love on my serve, and it isn't really looking good. That double fault really kind of affected me, and now my opponent goes up 40 love with a break point chance.
Come on, Akash. Oh, no. Other way. One looks left, other way.
A second double fault to go down 5-4, and it's not looking too good.
Good serve, Akash.
Right now, I'm really telling myself to stay calm and stay consistent. However, my opponent is playing some really good tennis, and I do win a point. However, the momentum is definitely still on my opponent's side. So pretty crazy underarm serve by my opponent, and this definitely got me a little bit mad, I won't lie. Let's see if I can somehow clutch this up.
They're set. They're set. They're set.
So I don't clutch up, and I lose the set. So pretty good start to the second set, and I'm feeling a little less nervous now and a bit more confident to play a bit more aggressive. However, my serve is still not as good as it was at the beginning of the first set, which is a pretty big problem since I won a good amount of points off of having a solid serve. Now after being up 30 love on my serve, my opponent gets 2 more points to make it 30 all, and I'm starting to feel a little more nervous in this game, as I thought I had a pretty confident hold on this service game when I was up 30 love. A very well played point by my opponent, and I go down break point. Now, after being up a game point, my opponent really takes advantage of my short ball and hits a very clean passing shot. And it's really annoying me that I can't close out this game, but I still try to keep playing consistent, and I still am telling myself that I need to stay calm. My opponent has another break chance, and I double fault. My opponent is definitely putting more pressure on me. His net game is very solid, and he puts away a very good overhead winner. I go up 40-15 on my opponent's serve, and I have 2 break points. Right now, I'm definitely feeling a little more confident than in the previous game, and I'm still trying to stay solid. However, my opponent is really moving me around at this point, and it's really hard for me to play aggressive right now.
left.
Sadly, I can't quite keep up, and I end up losing this game and go down 2-0. Now, this is the last game before my camera runs out of battery, so I'll let you guys enjoy. However, I will say this game is definitely one of the worst games I've played all match. So overall, I thought I played a good match. However, when it comes to the second set, I really just got outplayed and I was outlasted by my opponent in many of the points. And I feel as though I had a lot of opportunities to really close out that first set, especially being up like 4-2 with multiple break points. I should have really capitalized a bit more. And after that, my opponent just started playing very well. And it was just really tough for me to keep up.